All right, back for day three. I just got off a long thing at work. It's kind of like we're near the end of the week. We had someone, leaving the team, so we had a nice happy hour celebration for them. Um, and yeah, so it's kind of late right now. It's a little after 10 p.m. I'm a little tired, and I was like, dude, if I start getting changed and stuff, like, I'm gonna be so tired. I'm not gonna want to film. So I'm like, let me just film right now. Um, just get something right. Because if I don't do it now, like it was kind of like it's now or never type of thing. So I was like, let me go. Let me go do it now, right? So here we are. Filming day three, third day. It's the third day. Let me close this door just because no one needs to see in there. Uh, it's just my room, whatever, but, whatever. So, we're back, day three. What is there to say? I don't know. I'm kind of just winging it right now. Just wanging. I'm wanging it. Wanging it. Wanging it. Well, what's up? How was the day? The day was all right. It was pretty good. Busy day. I was trying to supporting it was kind of all over. It was kind of all over the place, right, today. So a lot of running around, and stuff. So that was cool. But yeah, at the end of it, it was pretty cool. We went to this. Oh shoot! For lunch, we went to a freaking Chinese buffet. A Chinese buffet. I can't even tell you the last time I've been to a Chinese buffet, but we went, and it was pretty cool. It was great. It was a great time just to sit with the team and just share a meal. That's always great. Share some stories. It was very nice. It was only for like an hour, so it was short and sweet. It was a great time. Tons of food, and we're just kind of like talking about like how much food people can eat. For me, I've never really been the type of person that can eat a ton of food at one time. Like, some people are like, oh man, I go to a buffet, I eat like 4 or 5 plates of food. I'm like, dude, 4 to 5 plates? GD, that's a lot of food, right? They're like, yeah, man, if I go to a buffet, I want to be the person that makes them lose money. Because, for me, if I go to a buffet, like, dude, they're making money on me. They're making money because, yeah, dude, today I literally got a plate and a half. It was pretty good, but, like, man, I got a plate and a half, man. They said if you get carbs early, that's like a noob move. That's a noob move. If you get carbs early, you fill up on carbs. Like, nah, they said you get straight protein. Fill up your plate, all protein, all chicken, beef, pork, whatever you eat. Chicken wings, shrimp, all that. Yeah, but it was good. I had a great time sharing some stories with people, talking about buffets and food. One of the guys there, he had like 2 plates. He's like, yeah, I'll maybe at like 50%. I can get 50% fullness. I'm like, what? But they're saying that. I'm like, dude, I kind of like, if I eat any more, I'm gonna be hurt. They're like, dude, that's the wrong mindset. I said, that's the wrong mindset. They said if I can ask, if I can eat. They say if I can ask myself if I can eat more, I can eat more. Right? And they just keep eating, and it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm like, dude, these people, bro. You know what they say? They say back in the day, our caveman, great grandparents, they would just gorge themselves with food, and the reason why is because they didn't know where their next meal was coming from. They don't know where their next meal is coming from, so they just gorge themselves with food. Because to fill up. Because I don't know what I'm gonna eat good like this again. So I guess it's in us. That is in us. I've done it a couple times. On Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving just passed last weekend, actually. Thanksgiving was last weekend. Wow. Dang, this seems quite a while ago, but it was just last weekend. crazy. And yeah, I've had a couple of Thanksgivings where I just overate, and it's just, dude, it's not fun, man. Like, you're in pain. You're like literally in pain. You're like, oh, my stomach. What the fuck? The fuck? Oh. Just in pain on the freaking couch or in your bed or something. Yeah, you want to eat just enough so where you're like full and you just want to like sleep. Just pass out. This past year I did good. I did good. Just enough. I'm not in pain, you know, just enough. Got a lot of leftovers. Ate those like over you know, like the course of the weekend. I was in town, you know, visiting some family. I was in town. I ate the leftovers. They were great. It was good. So yeah, I've gotten better at that. Better at controlling myself and whatnot. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of what to talk about next. You know, now when you're kind of reaching for topics. It's like, really? You know, I mean, like, I was gonna talk about like, oh, like my favorite Thanksgiving dish is like stuffing. Yeah, I mean, I do like stuffing. It's pretty good. You know, I've had some family members. I remember I had it one year, and they put some it was like shredded chicken. Put shredded chicken in the stuffing, dude. When I tell you, that was like the freaking best stuffing I'd ever had. And yeah, if you put shredded chicken in your stuffing, I see you. That's pretty damn good. Anyways, I don't really want to talk about. I don't want to talk about, you know, crumbled bread. It's not really. I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's whatever. It's cool. You can talk about it, you know, and enjoy talking about that, you know. Bond over it, you know, if you're talking with someone. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? I asked that question several times. It's a great question, you know. I mean, it definitely sparks some conversation. So I mess with the question. It's a good question, but like just to talk about it here is, I don't know. So that's not something that goes through my head very often. It's just something to make conversation, right? You know, like for me, and that's one thing I'll do a lot. I'll be sitting there talking with people, and I'm trying to make conversation, right? I remember I was with a couple of coworkers, you know, at lunch, just eating lunch at work. They had a cafeteria there, and they're like, "Oh man, like whenever you're sitting here, but we can just see the wheels turning in your head, like you're just trying to think of like different questions to ask, ways to like keep the conversation going, you know." And I guess they thought I was pretty decent at it, you know, which is cool. But like, man, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to just constantly be thinking about, oh man, what's a good question? What's a good segue? You know, just constantly trying to think of good transitions, ways, you know, good questions to ask, interesting questions to ask, you know, ways to keep people talking, right? So that's and it's pretty fun, you know what I mean? Especially if you find someone who's really gregarious, you know, has a lot of stories, and if you ask them like halfway decent questions, or if you ask them, I don't say halfway decent, if you ask them good questions, so that's like a match made in heaven. You find someone who is good at asking questions, and then you pair them with someone who likes to talk about themselves a lot, which most people do. Like, most people do. Probably everyone does, but some people are more apt to do it. They're more like likely, or more, they need less coaxing. Like, I feel like everyone, if you coax them enough, they will open up. But some people, they'll just open up. Ask them like you ask them a good question, and they will just open up like really easily. Some people, you know, like myself, you know, I don't really, if you ask me a question, what I'll try to do is oftentimes like I will immediately, I'll say a couple of things, and I'll try to ask another question to get the other person talking, right? But you know, if you ask me enough good questions, you know, I'll probably start blurbing, kind of like I'm doing right now, just blurbing into this camera, blurbing into the phone. But yeah, so that's, you know, that's kind of how I think about that. Yeah. All right, so we're at 9 minutes 44 seconds. It's probably enough time of me yapping. So yeah, not bad. Are we getting better? Or is this, I mean, the goal of this is to get better at talking, get better on camera, better, more sociable. Are you getting better? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. So let's keep doing it. You know, this is a third time. So they say third time's the charm, right? You know, hey, pinch me on my wrist, or pinch me, I'm lucky, right? Ah,